Welcome to Doncaster, home of the famous Locomotive Works, birthplace of the Flying Scotsman and Mallard. But just south of the station once stood another giant of the steam age, Doncaster's 36A engine shed. The shed itself dated back to 1876, built by the Great Northern Railway as a huge 12-road through shed. For decades, it was one of the eastern region's most important depots, with more than 170 locomotives allocated at its peak. This was a place where you could see almost anything, from humble freight engines to the finest Pacifics ever built. Here's a lineup typical of Doncaster in its heyday. Waiting entry to the works, we find 60118 Archibald Sturrock, 60139C Eagle, and 60136 Alcazar. Inside is 60144 W.P. Allen, while outside stand A1, Patrick Stirling, 60146 Perry Green, 9F92141, and 60124 Kenworth. Nearby, a K1 62014 moves off shed, while Golden Eagle arrives as a visitor from Gateshead alongside another Doncaster 9F. The scene grows livelier as Britannia 70012. John of Gaunt eases past 60533, Happy Night from Peterborough, with another Britannia 7001 Lord Hercombe close by. There was always something happening here. 60157. Great Eastern waits for its next duty as the mighty Coronation-class City of London arrives on a rail tour from King's Cross. With Kelham Street in the background, 46245 is cold, watered and turned, ready for its run back to the capital. Over on the transfer lines, 046, numbered 3678 from Staveley arrives, while 60144 WP. Allen passes rows of wagons. Steam, smoke and noise filled every corner. But not everything here was glorious. On the scrap lines lay the condemned, 63887 from Staveley, N269546 and 69593, and even A260512 steady aim. Most poignant of all was a 460012 Silver Link. Some hoped she would be saved by Billy Butlin for display at one of his holiday camps. Sadly, she was cut up in July 1963, the pioneer of the class lost forever. Nearby, K361893 was already under the cutter's torch, while others, like 69538 and 69523, waited their turn. The end of an era was clear to see. By the mid-1960s, steam at Doncaster was in its twilight. The shed officially closed to steam in April 1966. Engines that once thundered up the East Coast Main Line now stood silent, awaiting the torch. The buildings themselves soon disappeared too. The proud 12-road shed, the coaling plant, the sidings, all swept away as British Rail moved into the diesel age. But the site did not die. Today, the same ground is home to Doncaster Carr Depot, a modern train maintenance facility. Here, under the Intercity Express programme, Hitachi services Class 800 series trains for LNER and Trans-Pennine Express, sleek successors to the Great Pacifics. The steam shed may be gone, but the railway heartbeat continues at Doncaster. Doncaster 36A was more than just a shed. It was a theatre of steam, a place of power, beauty, and ultimately farewell. If you enjoyed this look back at Doncaster's lost engine shed, please like, share, and subscribe. And join us next time as we explore more forgotten corners of Britain's railway past.